Oh look, another video on the floor in front of my closet door at home because I made this video when I was on spring break. I'm doing something very different today, but I saw it circulating around on the interwebs, at least the interwebs that I watch, and I really wanted to do it because it combines two things I love, Hamilton and books. So I'm doing the Hamilton book tag. If you have no idea what Hamilton is, then shame on you. Go listen to it on Spotify. It's beautiful. It's a hip-hop musical about the founding fathers of the United States, particularly Alexander Hamilton. And it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's so wonderful. It won a Grammy. The next available performance, according to Broadway.com, isn't until January 2017. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. So that's why I'm doing this book tag, because I like books and I like hip-hop musicals about Alexander Hamilton. Let's get started!
No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened.
For the room where it happened, this is a book that you want to put yourself in the room where it happens. You want to put yourself in that world. I don't think this is a surprise for anyone. Harry Potter, why would you not want to put yourself in this world? I did have somebody say to me, what if you were put into this world as a muggle? And I said, well, I would make sure that I was put into Hogwarts, because if you're a muggle, you can't see Hogwarts, so you wouldn't be able to actually be in the castle. This is the room where I want to see where it happens. I also have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of Harry Potter in this tag, so deal with it.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. You know, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I'm amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard. With every word I drop knowledge.
This is for a character who goes after what they want, no matter what other people say to them. And I think this applies to David in Steelheart. Kind of in a bad way too, because he's very reckless. I mean, it's also a bad thing for Alexander Hamilton, because he ends up, spoiler alert, Alexander Hamilton is shot by Aaron Burr. But David started out the series desperately wanting to take down epics. He wanted to be a reckoner. He works really hard to be a reckoner and for people to take him seriously in order for them to accept him, and so he can go and take down epics.
Uh-oh, but little does he know that his daughters, Peggy, Angelica, Eliza, sneak into the city just to watch all the guys.
Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy, the stylists. Angelica, Peggy, Eliza.
So this is an underrated female character, and there are a lot of underrated female characters. By far, one of my favorite characters ever is Luna Lovegood in Harry Potter, because she's just a lovely, lovely, lovely girl, and nobody takes her seriously because she's Loony Lovegood, you know? And that's what I love in the last movie, when Harry and Luna are running up the staircase and Luna knows where to find the last Horcrux, and she yells, "Harry Potter, you listen to me right now!" And then he stops and he's like, maybe I should take her seriously. And nobody takes her seriously because she's so crazy, but she's crazy in a good way.
You'll be back, and when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da.
The only song in the musical that white people can sing. Am I right? This one is for the sassiest villain. Maybe I'm just influenced by the movie, but I think it's Count Olaf from Series of Unfortunate Events. I haven't really read this series since I was in like middle school. Count Olaf is quite the theatrical villain, so I think that definitely counts.
Stay alone. Stay alone.
This is a character that you wish would have stayed alive. Sirius. He did not need to die. Harry needed that father figure person, and Dumbledore was a horrible father figure person. Hagrid, yeah, he's pretty great, but like, Sirius and Lupin were a really great connection for Harry to his mom and dad, and she just ripped our hearts out. Damn you, J.K. Rowling. This is a relationship that you think had a tragic ending. Spoiler alert, Finnick dies. Finnick is eaten by weird mutant lizard people in the sewers. He is killed, and he and Annie do not get to be together at all. Ever. Probably my favorite character in the whole series. Besides Haymitch, he and Annie, they were so beautiful, and then...
Even though we started at the very same time, Alexander Hamilton began to climb. How to account for his rise to the top? Man, the man is non-stop.
This is for a series that you marathon, that you read non-stop. I think it took me a while to get through the first half of the series. There was one Christmas break where I read like 5, 6, and 7. I definitely remember with this one, it was at like midnight or 1 in the morning. I got to a point where I was like, oh, I only have 5 more chapters. But 5 more chapters equated to like 100 pages, and I ended up staying up until like 7 a.m. and then I finished it, and then I didn't know what to do with the rest of my life.
The Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this? Alexander Hamilton had a torrid affair, and he wrote it down right there. Highlights!
This is for a book with a plot twist that you did not see coming. Now I know that for a lot of people, just saying that a book has a plot twist is a spoiler. So if you're somebody who doesn't like to know that books have plot twists, look away now. We Were Liars had a really awesome plot twist that I definitely didn't see, and it totally made the book 20 million times creepier and 20 million times more amazing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 dual commandments. It's the 10 dual commandments.
This is for the coolest fight scene in a book. Now don't hate me. The Department of Mysteries fight in Order of the Phoenix is awesome. I'm also gonna put this down because it's heavy. I mean, it's just really cool because you get to see all these little mysteries of the magic world that, like, even the Minister of Magic is like, you know what, let's not deal with this stuff. Let's put it in a bunch of different rooms and make it kind of hard for people to get into, but not so hard that a group of 6 teenagers can't get into. And it's also kind of a little bit weird because at one point you have a Death Eater who falls in like the bell jar thing, and it de-ages his head, and his head is a baby's head, but he has an adult body. Just think about that.
Oh, look at those eyes, I'm helpless.
This is for a relationship that you were cheering for from the start. And while I wasn't really expecting this to happen, I definitely wanted it to happen. It's Kath and Levi in Fangirl. I just love how cute they were.
So what did I miss? What did I miss?
This is for a book or series that you were really late to read. I didn't start reading Harry Potter until I was in 8th grade, which was in 2008. I do remember though that I was on a mission trip the week that the last book came out, and so everybody was reading it because I had seen some of the movies. I wanted to see how the series ended, and I never thought that I would actually read the books. So I picked up somebody's book and flipped to the epilogue and was so confused when I read, Albus Severus, you were named after the 2 bravest people I ever knew. And I was like, what do you mean? Snape is horrible. This is for a guilty pleasure read, and for me that is Sarah Dessen books. All of these books follow a very, very basic formula. White girl has some kind of family-related problem, meets white boy, and boy helps her through that problem. It's something nice about being able to read a simple love story where you know no one's gonna get eaten by lizardy mutant people in the sewers.
story. Will they tell your story? Blind eyes, who tells your story?
This is for a book that you think will live through history. Once again, are we surprised? I will leave a link in the description to the blog post where I got all of these questions from. There were a bunch more, so if you wanted to do it yourself, you can go check that out. I tag you. That's the whole point of these videos, is that you're supposed to tag somebody, and I tag you if you want to do this. I also tag you to go listen to Hamilton because it's beautiful.